Hello, my name is Lauren Mirabelli, and for the virtual poster assignment, I chose to do the Multnomah County Library System in the state of Oregon. It contains the oldest public library west of the Mississippi, and it also has 19 neighborhood locations serving Portland and the surrounding areas. And the first thing that I'll point out is the pie chart that is in the middle of the poster. This represents the different demographics that are represented in Multnomah County. And that's important to kind of know the different people that are living in Multnomah and the patrons that the library sees on a daily basis. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the diversity and inclusion statement. They do have one, which is awesome, but I did have to do a little digging to find it. So I do think it would serve the library better if it was on their homepage where it can be easily accessible to anybody who goes to that website. And their statement is, diversity and inclusion go beyond simple tolerance to embrace and celebrate individuality by developing practices that recognize and respect all people and their points of view. At MCL, we honor our employees' diversity and the diversity in the community we serve by welcoming and including all, fostering an atmosphere of dignity and respect, encouraging the exploration of new ideas and perspectives in a safe and positive environment, and engaging our staff members' potential and capacity. And they are addressing equity and inclusion in 3 different areas, and they are listed over on the left-hand side. The first one is their Black Cultural Library Advocates, which is a group of library staff that advocates for the Black community. They are responsible for creating culturally relevant programs and events that connect with their Black patrons. And then there are some numbers listed there from information that they provided from 2018. The next is We Speak Your Language, which is a library initiative to offer help to immigrants and refugee communities. They have staff with cultural expertise and can help with native languages are hired, and materials and services are provided in several languages, which include Spanish, Russian, Vietnamese, Chinese, and Somali. They also have some information from programs and patrons who attended that are listed there, and they are also from 2018. Their third area is digital equity, and they lead a community coalition called the Digital Inclusion Network, which helps to make high-speed internet available for all and connect people with devices and training. And they happen to be Oregon's largest provider of the free internet. Right below the pie chart, you will see equity and inclusion resources, and both of these were listed for the Black Cultural Library Advocates. One is Our Story, Portland Through an African American Lens, which is an entire website that's dedicated to the African American voice in the Portland area, and then Black Pacific Northwest Collection, which is a collection that the Multnomah County has put together. Their website can be translated into 5 languages: English, Spanish, Russian, Vietnamese, and Chinese. For accessibility, they provide a variety of services for people with disabilities. They actually have 101 different services that they have listed on their website. I looked at ones for sensory/autism spectrum disorder, dyslexia, other reading disabilities, people with mobility issues, and then deafness and hearing loss. So I just listed a few of those things that they offer through their county system. And the last thing I did was I took a look at their social media presence through Facebook and Instagram, and then different programs that they offer with their 19 neighborhood locations. So for Facebook, over the period of time that I looked at the things that were going on, they did a lot of posts about story time updates, and they do story time in English, Spanish, Vietnamese, and Chinese, and they're offered at different locations. They did a lot of information, a lot of posting about events and programs celebrating Pride Month, and the images that they used featured people of color. There were resources for families, including meal resources, weather related because they were going through a heat wave just a few weeks ago. Information and resources for seniors. Read for Life is actually an adult summer reading program, which I thought was pretty cool, and then summer reading programs for kids. Their Instagram featured videos featuring programs like outdoor story time, calligraphy workshops, etc. They also promoted author visits and new patron celebrations, which includes when people were getting their library card for the first time. Their programs included Juneteenth celebrations. They had language-specific story times. They offer summer reading kickoff for children and adults, their children's calligraphy workshop series, which was Chinese calligraphy, and participated in the inaugural Black Book Festival, known as the Freedom Festival, which is featured at the bottom in link.